filed by Busan civic groups opposing Japan's planned release of Fukushima wastewater today.
Mic
Yo,
check.
Mike,
1, 2,
Mike,
3.
check. Check it out.
Difficult under the cited Article 217 of the Civil Law. The legal counsel for the civic groups who initiated the suit in April 2021 criticized the court's decision and announced plans for an appeal. The southeastern region of South Korea, including Busan, Ulsan, and Gyeongnam, has seen a significant rise in non-family households as family structures become more diverse. Non-family households consist of individuals not related by blood or marriage. Data from the Statistics Office indicates that such non-family households with 5 or fewer members increased more than twice between 2015 and 2021, and 90% of these non-family households consist of 2 individuals. The country's first horizontally movable bridge will be built on the redevelopment site of Busan's North Port, with construction beginning next January and completion planned for 2026. This bridge, that would allow pedestrians to walk on, is expected to become a new attraction in Busan along with the Yeongdo Bridge. The Busan Port Authority announced that it will create a sidewalk bridge that connects the coastal passenger terminals, hydrophilic park, and marina facilities by sea in the redevelopment site of North Port. In international news, one of the major communities in Canada's far north is being evacuated as a wildfire threatens to reach it by the weekend. Yellowknife, the capital of the Northwest Territories, has been given until noon Friday local time to evacuate its citizens, as the fire was 17 kilometers from the city as of late Wednesday. The Northwest Territories declared a state of emergency late Tuesday in order to combat more than 200 wildfires. Now for the local weather. It is currently 26 degrees Celsius in Busan under cloudy skies. Temperatures are expected to remain the same through to the evening. It's time to wrap up this hour's news. Thank you for joining. You are listening to BEFM Busan 영어방송.
Your best choice. BEFM Busan 영어방송.
Coming up next is the 4 p.m. duo with Nick Greenwood and David Kim. BEFM Busan 영어방송.
I could carry my emotions.
Nothing in the world is as clear as a two-sided coin toss.
Like the heads and tails of a coin, there are always 2 sides to everything.
If you put your effort into something, an important lesson can be gained from it. And even if the process was difficult, the results could be worth it.
So, how was your day? If it wasn't so good, hopefully only the good awaits from now on.
Well, hello everybody, my name is Nick.
Good afternoon, this is David.
And welcome to
The 4 p.m. duo.
더 세게 I love gamble 과감할수록 신세계 on my table I'm sorry 세상이 원래 불공평해 상관없게 재밌지 Now I move I move I move I move I move Go ahead Don't look no look no look no look no look What's in my hand 미치면 어디까지 간 to be gambler 배운 적 없지 even no tutor 최악의 패를 가진 거 싹 쓸어 한 수 배우고 싶음 더 예의 있게 걸어 승리를 손에 꽉 잡아 말아줘 월스 말해줘 저리 가서 놀아줘 이제 no kiss zone 네 감기 살벌하게 나는 목숨을 걸어 like a bullfight Vamos, 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 vamos Go ahead It's still wrong, new rule, new rule, new rule, new rule Too bad Baby 알잖아 내가 지금 이 판에도 대체 뭘 건지 마지막 배팅이니만큼 엉망으로 테이블을 어질러 Can't I am all in All in Can't I am all in All in Queen nicely done My bad you lose 꼬꾸라지는 눈빛 우리 게임의 rule Come on give it up Holy you lose 끝나줄게 그만 여기 있어 I can't I am all in All in I can't I am all in Can't I am all in Can't
아이유의 Coin 오늘의 첫 곡이었습니다. Welcome everyone to the 4pm duo this Thursday afternoon. 저는 닉입니다.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is David Kim at the 4 p.m. duo. Now, in the intro, we talked about flipping a coin or talking about the coin itself where it has two sides.
Yeah, you know, a lot of countries, I think a lot of places, especially with tourists, do this 동전 던지기, right?
Flip a coin.
Flip a coin, maybe into a fountain, maybe when you're making a decision.
Sure.
You know, in Korea, you usually do 가위바위보, right?
네.
근데 영국에서는 미국도 그럴 것 같은데요. 보통 이 flip a coin 하잖아요.
그러네요. 저 맞아요. 하도 여기서 오래 살아가지고 가위바위보가 너무 당연한 걸로 생각했는데요.
Yeah.
캐나다에 살 때는 플리퍼 코인 맨날 했었어요.
I think when people do rock, scissors, paper in the West, it's just for fun.
Yeah.
그냥 재미있게,
그쵸.
재미로, 게임으로 하는 건데.
게임으로 하는 거예요.
근데 한국에서는 이 결정하기 위해서 가위바위보 하죠.
진짜 많이 해요.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember doing rock, scissors, paper just a couple days ago even too. Like when we had to decide who gets to eat first something.
Flipping a coin could get kind of messy. You know, the coin goes somewhere far away. 난리 나잖아요.
그래서 플립 집에서 많이 연습해야 돼요.
그럼 데이비드는 개인적으로 동전을 사용 잘 하나요? 자주 쓰는 편인가요?
제가 그러니까 동전으로 사용하는 것들이 있고요. 동전 필요 없이 사용하는 것들이 있잖아요. 예를 들어서 코인 세탁기. 에서는 코인을 제가 500원짜리를 들고 가서 이용을 하고요.
Yeah.
But if it's not things that I don't need coins for, I just tend to use my credit card or my debit card.
Yeah.
So these days I use less of coins or bills in just generally speaking.
I see.
How about you?
I don't generally have them in my wallet, but I keep them in my car. 주차할 때. Because
맞아요.
sometimes the lovely fellows who come and get the parking fee, sometimes it's like really 어색한 금액이잖아요. 뭐 1,800원. So, it's like, so I have 800원 in coins.
Yeah.
And then I feel like, yes, I can use my coins.
That's true too. I also do have quite a bit of coins in my car.
Yeah. But you know, coins, I feel people use them less and less for many reasons, right? You know, although cashless society is becoming more common, there is a report that apparently teenagers who use cash more often, they turn a blind eye to change after paying at buses or convenience stores.
So I want to ask you guys this question. If you guys don't use coins or don't bring around coins, why is it? Why don't you bring around coins anymore?
여러 가지의 이유가 있을 것 같은데요. 뭐 예를 들어서 화폐 가치가 하락해서 100원, 200원으로 할 수 있는 게 없어서 아니면 귀찮아서, 무거워서 아니면 지갑에 동전 주머니 없어서?
그죠. 저는 그 방금 닉이 말했던 그 first 이유 중에 하나예요. 그
네.
편의점 가면은 100원, 200원으로 아주 맛있는 과자를 사 먹을 수 있었거든요.
그죠. 아마
한
옛날엔
15년, 20년 전에.
You can get like 100원짜리 like candy, right?
Right.
But now it's like 1,000원.
Someone like 500원, but still. Like,
Oh, okay.
it's expensive. That's the point.
For real. Lots of reasons as well.
맞습니다.
But you know, these days, people don't use much cash, even when they travel abroad. But still, after exchanging currency and traveling abroad, the coins that they have left over, they often get kept as a souvenir or a memory.
맞죠. 네, 얼마 전에 사실 초등학교 운동장에서 모래놀이를 하던 초등학생이 무려 1800년 전에 만들어진 주조된 동전을 발견해서 화제가 올랐는데요.
Wow.
So he was playing in a playground in Germany, and this 8-year-old boy spotted a small silver object, and he kept it because he was so intrigued by it. And only later did archaeologists realize that he had stumbled upon an ancient Roman treasure.
I bet he didn't even realize how valuable it was, right?
그죠.
무려 1800년 전의 동전이라고 하니 그 가치도 어마어마하겠죠.
그러니까요. 1800억 정도 될 것 같아요.
Oh, for the amount of years it's been, the equivalent to each year gets one more 만 원.
그러니까요. 뭔가 캐시 밸류가 없을 것 같아요.
So, you know, coins can be valuable. Sometimes I have a look at the date. Like, it was made in like 1993.
그렇죠. 어느
나중에.
해에는 많이 안 만들어졌다고 하니까요.
50년 뒤에 좀 가치가 올라갈 수 있지. 그렇게 생각하는데. But I don't keep them. I forget quickly.
그렇죠. And you
Yeah.
start to using them for other purposes.
그래서 오늘은 집에 가서 동전을 한번 탈탈 털어서 살펴봅시다. 우리도 보물을 발견하게 될지도 모르니까. You could be sitting on a gold mine.
You could indeed check those dates and see if those coins are worth a lot.
For real. We've got some messages coming in, which is fantastic to see. We've got 미역 스텔리님 as well coming into the show. Hello, my friend. Welcome. Saying 마카오 여행 갔을 때 동전이 많이 생겼는데 많은 상점에서 홍콩 커런시만 받는 경우가 많아서 어쩔 수 없이 한국에 다 가져왔어요.
Oh, maybe some of those coins could be worth a lot in the future. So hold on to them.
And there's always that thing, maybe I'll go there one day.
그죠.
I'll use it again.
네, 저도 이제 어느 나라에 방문하고 돌아오면은 그 나라의 화폐 하나씩은 다 들고 있는 편인 것 같아요.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tend to have one of each.
For real.
Like a $1 bill, $5 bill, $10 bill, etc.
It's 기념품이죠.
그죠, 기념품이에요. 나만의 기념품.
Yeah. Well, everybody, today is going to be one for the memories, and we're going to let you know what's coming up in today's show. We, of course, have Chat Lab English, where we learn various expressions about topics that have been given to us by AI. 네, 매일마다 챗봇이 선택해주는 주제와 관련된 다양한 영어 표현과 생각들을 여러분과 함께 나눠보겠습니다. Today's topic is air conditioning.
오, 시원하다.
The cool comfort technology and benefits of air conditioning. 여름 필수품 에어컨에 대해서 조금 이야기해 보겠습니다. That's coming up very soon in Chat Lab English. We also have Bite English, where we try to learn easy but useful one sentence in English. 네, 이제부터 궁금한 모든 영어 표현은 Bite English에 물어봐 주세요. And the last English dose at the end of the day.
That's right. So those were our daily segments. We also have our weekly segments. Locker Lingo coming your way. 스포츠 선수, 코치, 그리고 응원단의 인터뷰로 각종 스포츠 상식과 영어 표현을 배워보는 코너입니다.
You know what?
What?
I'm really happy. Do you know why I'm happy?
Why?
왜 기분이 좋은지 알아요?
에어컨
어제
때문에요?
축구를 못 봤어요.
축구 저 못 봤어요.
호주, 영국, 호주, 잉글랜드.
그래서 영국이 이겼군요.
Yeah. We're going to the finals.
Oh, yeah.
First time since 1966.
그렇게 오래됐어요?
Yeah.
와.
Since any senior team footballer has made it to the final of a World Cup.
오, 근데 이번 러클링고에서 축구 안 해요.
Come on, man.
우리 축구 했잖아요.
Well, the final is this Sunday. 이번 주 일요일이라서 여러분 잉글랜드 많이 응원해 주세요.
Nice. Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, you must be very proud.
I didn't do anything, but it was very nice.
You were cheering for the team. Yeah.
But Lokalinga reminded me of that. Sports. We love sports.
I love football. All right, we also have popcorn time coming up. 새로운 개봉작부터 올타임 레전드 명작까지 영화에 관한 모든 것을 이야기해보는 코너도 있습니다. 언제든지 저에게 문자 보내주세요. 문자, 메시지, 코멘트, 뭐 song request 이런 거 다 웰컴이니까요. 문자는 샵 9050 pound 9050 카카오톡 친구 추가하셔서 저랑 소통도 가능하고요. Text us to pound 9050 샵 9050. It'll cost you 101 or a KakaoTalk message.
That's right. Lots of people coming in saying hello as well. We see Kim Hwanim as well. Welcome to the show. Saying 영빈 and 데크루지 반갑습니다. Sorry, 데크루지. Yesterday I made a mistake.
You did?
What was the mistake?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't know. Let us know of your mistake so we can remember that mistake because we don't remember it.
네, 저는 무슨 일 없었던 것 같은데요.
Exactly. We've got Wheeler Carmenim, long time no see, saying hello 4PMers is getting cooler. 아침 저녁으로는 이제 좀 시원해지네요.
네, 맞습니다. We've got some text messages as well. Earlier in the morning, I'm guessing they tuned into our 재방송.
Yeah.
다시 듣기 재방송.
Oh.
9003번님, if you're tuning in right now, hopefully you can tune in during our live show as well at 4 p.m. right now.
And of course, Jenny, hello, saying, how are you, Nick and David? I'm here as usual. 영어 맛집 포주. 아무따. 영어는 그냥 포주로.
아무따?
아무따가?
다 묻나?
Is it 사투리가요?
What's 아무따?
Obviously, it's 줄임말이죠.
네, 아메리카노
묻지마, 따지지 마.
묻지도 따지지도 않고 작가님 so fast.
I was guessing. I was guessing with that.
Really? 묻고 따지지도 않고.
Okay.
그냥 포드로 가자고. That's what it means.
Don't think about it. Just go with. Thank you very much. Wow, we're terrible.
이런 줄임말 너무 약하네요, 저희.
I know. Thank you for clarifying. Yep, and she says, oh yeah, our producer has come back. Welcome back.
GPT is right here sitting next to us.
I don't have to do the controls.
Yes, stress-free.
Freedom. All right, we're going to go into our next song and we'll be back with Chat Lab English. This is Treasure by Bruno Mars.
Give me your attention, baby. I gotta tell you a little something about yourself. You're wonderful, flawless, ooh, you a sexy lady. But you walk around here like you wanna be someone else. Ooh, wow. I know that you don't know it, but you're fine, so fine. Fine, so fine. Ooh, wow. Oh, girl, I'm gonna show you when you're mine, oh, mine. Mine, oh, mine. Treasure. That is what you are. Honey, you're my golden star. You know you can make my wish come true. If you let me treasure you. If you let me treasure you. Oh, oh. Pretty girl, you should be smiling. A girl like you should never look so blue. You're everything I see in my dreams. I wouldn't say that to you if it wasn't true. Ooh, wow. I know that you don't know it, but you're fine, so fine. Fine, so fine. Ooh, wow. Oh, girl, I'm gonna show you when you're mine, oh, mine. Mine, oh, mine. Treasure. That is what you are. Honey, you're my golden star. You know you can make my wish come true. If you let me treasure you. If you let me treasure you. Oh, oh. You are my treasure. You are my treasure. You are my treasure. Yeah, you are my treasure. You are my treasure. You are my treasure. Yeah, you are treasure. Treasure. That is treasure. You are my treasure. You're my golden star. You are my treasure. You can make my treasure come true. You are my treasure. If you let me treasure you. You are my treasure. If you let me treasure you. Oh, oh.
Chat Lab English.
Hello listeners, hello Nick and David. Welcome to ChatLab English. Today's topic is the cool comfort, technology and benefits of air conditioning. Air conditioners have revolutionized our comfort during hot weather. Explore the world of air conditioning, celebrating its role in creating pleasant indoor environments. Moreover, discuss the energy-efficient technologies and eco-friendly practices in air conditioning, addressing environmental concerns. Ultimately, inspire listeners to embrace the cool comfort of air conditioning, recognizing it as a valuable tool in creating refreshing and enjoyable living spaces.
Welcome to Chat Lab English. Now, this is a segment where our AI chatbot gives us a topic to talk about amongst ourselves, and we teach you some useful English expressions and 표현들 and words related to the topic, which is air conditioning. 오늘 에어 컨디셔너에 대해서 한번 얘기를 나눠보겠습니다.
Air conditioning, you could say it is what helps us stay alive and happy during the summer.
It gives us comfort. It gives us sweat-free days of summer.
Yeah.
As long as we're inside a room that's air-conditioned.
I mean, but still, imagine if you didn't have that. You know?
그런데요.
Yeah.
사실 지금 imagine 하면은 절대 못 살 것 같지만
근데 옛날에.
애초부터 없었으면은
그죠.
또 그때대로 잘 살았을 것 같다는 생각이
다른
들어요.
기술이 있었겠죠.
Yeah.
Like maybe using a certain material or floor to keep the heat away or stuff like that. But now we've become so used to this easy technology, and it just keeps you so refreshed like it's winter.
Exactly. And I can kind of understand, like, back when I lived in Canada as well, almost every single houses, they had swimming pools, or if you lived in apartments, they had swimming pools too, right? 그때 당시에는 옛날부터는 에어컨이 잘 없었기 때문에 몸 식히려면 그냥 you jump into the pool, right?
수영 좀 해가지고.
cool your body off. 그랬던 것 같은 느낌도 있었을 것 같아요.
영국도 마찬가지였는데 수영장 많이 없었는데
네.
근데 에어컨도 없었어요. 그렇게 여름에는 그렇게 덥지 않으니까. We just I don't know when it's hot you just go in the shade. 그늘에 가가지고 아이스크림 먹고만.
And just fan yourself off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's not like it's hot. I mean, especially these years, it's been extremely hot.
Yeah, global warming.
But our infrastructure in England is not designed for air conditioning.
And I'm so glad, scientists and researchers have come up and invented this amazing technology of aircon.
Oh, yeah.
저는 에어컨 요즘 없으면은 못 살 것 같아요.
I think a lot of people feel the same way. So we're going to be talking about air conditioning, some of the words and expressions that you can use when describing it. Because I realized today, it's a bit cooler today, but I still need the air conditioning.
그죠?
아직도 필요해.
아직 필요해요. 왜냐면 습하기 때문에요. 습한 거를 좀 없애려면은 you need that air conditioning unit to
제습 모드.
get rid of that humidity, right, out of your room.
Yeah.
그리고 좀 궁금했던 게요. 저는 한국에 처음 왔을 때 에어컨 해가지고 저는 그게 콩글리시인 줄 알았거든요. 근데 많은 외국인들 친구들도 만났을 때 특히 영국에서 온 친구들은 에어컨은 자기 영국에서도 쓰는 단어라고 해요.
네, 맞아요. 영국에서는 air conditioner 아니면 줄여서 에어컨이라고 해요. 에어컨.
그렇죠. 이제 미국, 캐나다에서는 에어컨이라고 안 하고 AC라고 많이 부르거든요.
그죠. AC 그 약자죠. AC air conditioning.
Right. air conditioning 풀로 말하거나 아니면 AC로 말하거나.
저는 한국에 오기 전까지는 AC라고 말한 적이 없었거든요. Aircon or air conditioning.
그죠.
Because we don't have it, I never really said it.
Yeah.
I never thought about air
그
conditioning.
나라에서 안 쓰는 단어들이 있으니까, 그죠?
Yeah.
네.
But here it's called aircon. It's not Konglish, so remember that. It's actually a proper word.
It
and you're
is?
okay to use it. Maybe if you go to the States or Canada, then saying AC or air conditioning would be better.
For sure. All right.
All right, let's jump into our words. 이제 단어들을 먼저 보겠습니다.
네, 오늘의 첫 번째 pair of words is
단어벌레.
네, 약풍, 강풍. Yeah, 약풍, 강풍.
I like the word 풍.
Yeah, 풍 sounds cool.
Because it immediately makes me think of either air,
Yeah.
like 바람,
그죠.
or punching.
Oh.
You know, like if you see like a 만화책,
네.
it's like 퐁파.
풍파오?
I don't know, something like that.
쿵푸 판다.
Yeah, it kind of makes me think like that.
네.
But then I think of this 강풍. It's like a big blast of air.
Yeah, big burst of air, right? So I said 약풍 is low speed air. or 강풍 high speed air. That's what you see on the fans.
Yeah, that's right. On a fan, 선풍기에서는 이 low speed,
네.
high speed이라고 적혀 있어요.
네.
I said, 전 직역했어요. Weak and strong.
Weak and strong.
You know, weak mode.
Okay.
weak이라고 하면 뭔가 좀 나약하다라는 뜻이죠.
I feel like I've also seen on some AC units like gentle air, or gentle breeze. They try to like
세련되네요.
they try to imitate the environment. 진짜 climate, 진짜 날씨 이런 거를 하려고 해서 그런지 모르겠는데요. Gentle breeze mode 뭐 이런 것도 있더라고요.
되게 세련된 것 같아요.
세련됐어요. 2000년도 up.
Yeah, okay. So you can say low or high.
Right.
강풍, high speed, strong, strength. Yeah, I think low and high is best.
Low speed, high speed.
네, 맞습니다. Let's move on to number 2. 두 번째입니다. 바람 방향을 고정하다. 그리고 회전시키다. So 바람 방향 is of course the direction of the wind, the air direction.
Yeah.
고정하다 is to fix.
Yeah, fix.
Lock it, like lock it in place.
Right, lock.
움직이지 않게.
맞아요. Lock, yeah, I've seen lock as well. Fix the position, fix, 고정하다. 그리고 회전시키다, rotate.
Yes, put it on rotate. 회전시키다, put it on rotate.
Put it on rotate.
Yeah, so put it on 이거 좀 설정하다.
그죠.
뜻이죠. Put it on this mode. 이 회전 모드로 설정해. Put it on rotate 혹은 fix the direction, lock the direction. Yeah, 움직이지 않게.
네. Alright, so that was our second one about wind direction. 그럼 세 번째는요, 실외기입니다.
실외기. So 실, I guess room, where outside, 기, machine.
Right. 에어컨의 작동을 위해서 외부에 설치하게 되는 기계인데요. 이거를 이제 영어 캐나다에서는 이렇게 불렸어요. indoor unit이 있고요, outdoor unit이 있거든요.
Yeah.
에어컨을 딱 설치를 하면은 indoor는 막 HVAC system. It's for the filtering out the air and stuff.
Yeah.
And then the hot machine that brings in the air is the outdoor unit.
The polluter. The air polluter outside.
I guess so. I mean, the ducts are connected too as well. But
Very hot.
they're very hot, yes. So outdoor unit is 실외기. I don't know what they called it in the UK.
전 몰라요.
아, 몰라요.
그래서 찾아봤어요. Outdoor unit.
아, 똑같아요?
Oh, well, I just looked at it
okay.
because I didn't know
그러니까
it existed.
영국에서는 잘 에어컨이 잘 없으니까.
뭔지도 몰랐어요.
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
now but when I think about it, I would call it the outdoor unit, the outside unit. The unit is like the machine.
그죠?
The little block.
그냥
thing.
개, 한 개, 두 개 할 때 one unit, two unit 이렇게 말하잖아요.
Yeah, that particular 기계. Yeah.
맞습니다.
All right, those were our words that we went over. Now we've got some phrases to move on to. 이제부터 이 표현들을 살펴보겠습니다. 첫 번째는요. 에어컨 좀 켜줘. 꺼줘. 꺼줘. No, not the bad one. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I can stay, right?
You can stay if you could.
네, 에어컨 좀 켜줘 할 때는 Can you turn on the AC?
Can you turn on the AC? If you're in England or a different country or Korea, can you turn on the aircon?
Yeah.
Turn on the air conditioner. And then 꺼줘. 꺼주세요.
네.
is turn off the air conditioner.
Can you turn off the AC?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you turn off the AC? Please. It's super cold.
So that was our first phrase. 이제 두 번째 표현 한번 가볼게요. 두 번째는요. 에어컨 온도를 몇 도에 설정할까요? So
I usually say around 23, 24.
Oh wow, is it really?
Is that what's
Oh,
that like?
but depends. I usually turn it on
Changes.
for a long time, and I just set it at 26.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I turn mine on in bursts.
You're right, and then
Yeah.
you keep turning it off, right?
When I don't need it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's that. Well, that's yeah. So 에어컨 온도를 몇 도에 설정할까요? What temperature should I set the AC to?
What temperature should I set the AC to?
Yeah.
Set is 설정하다는 뜻이죠. I said similarly, what temperature should we switch the aircon to? You switch it as well. Switch it to 26. Switch
그렇죠.
it to
이게
24.
누를 수 있으니까 이게 스위치잖아요.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's move on to number 3. 3번으로 넘어갈게요. 잠자기 전에 취침 예약을 해놓자. So I guess it's the 취침 is like sleep mode, right?
Right, sleep timer.
Sleep timer. There we go. Yeah. So I said let's put it on sleep mode before sleeping.
Right. I said let's put a timer on the AC before going to bed.
Let's put a timer on the AC before going to bed.
Yeah, setting the timer on
Yeah.
the AC so that it automatically turns off after a certain hour or minute.
I think maybe not mine anyway, but some sleep modes have an automatic timer where you put it on sleep mode and it will turn on at 7 a.m. or something and turn off at a certain time. Those seem so cool.
Oh, yeah?
I didn't want to fork out the money for that though.
아, 그래요? 아, 사신 거예요, 최근에?
Yeah, not checking it, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine has that, but it was built into the apartment.
All right, Mr. Moneybags. Mr. Moneybags.
It's not like a new apartment.
Is it not?
It's old.
Okay, I need to come check out your aircon system.
Yeah, it's pretty common actually.
So these are all of our phrases and our words related to air conditioning. And we do have a message from 1191번님 with a question saying 질문이에요. 에어컨에 대해 말씀해 주신다는데 냉방병은
네.
영어로 뭘까요?
냉방병은 이제 에어컨 바람을 너무 많이 쐬서 감기를 걸린 그런 증상이잖아요.
Yeah. So you could say there's no particular word like 냉방병, but you could say getting sick because the aircon was on for too long.
Right. Yeah. Getting sick because of the cold air from the AC.
딱 한 단어가 없어가지고 약간 설명하듯이 좀 하는 게 좋을 것 같아요. You know, like explain it because we don't have a word for it. And maybe Americans do, maybe?
Maybe at the hospital, doctors might call it something.
Oh, some weird like pterodoctius methaplictus or some weird scientific name. Right?
Yeah, like antifreeze cold or something. I don't know.
Yeah, just explain it like that.
네.
Getting sick because the air conditioning was too cold or was on for too long.
Right. Just explain it and they'll understand.
Yeah. All right. Now we do have to do our philosophy before we finish up. David, 오늘의 철학은 무엇일까요?
Well, I said when things get heated, you could stay cool if you have the AC on.
Oh, I thought you were gonna do like some when things get tough, the tough gets going. Kind of fun expression I thought you were doing.
I was trying to go for fun, but then I'm like, I'll just stick to something like 무난한 거.
When things get heated, cool down.
Yeah, with the AC on.
Like a James Bond quote.
I guess you could, look at it that way. Yeah, when things get heated, you could stay cool if you have the AC on.
You're always fine.
여기서 when things get heated 이 뜻은요, 이제 진짜 literally 덥다라고 이해하실 수 있는데요. 보통 우리가 이제 when things get heated이라고 말하면은 when things become serious,
싸울 때.
싸우기 직전 이런 느낌, 그런 temper 느낌이거든요.
분위기는 조금 뜨거워지고 있어요.
네, 분위기가 막 환해지고 있다 이런 느낌이라서.
Yeah, exactly. That's good. Now, instead of a philosophy, I thought we should thank the person who invented the air conditioner, who was Willis Carrier from America. He invented it in 1902.
Oh, that's the brand name. I didn't know he was the inventor.
1902년에 에어컨을 발명한 미국인은 윌리스 캐리어에게 박수를 한번 칩시다.
Oh wow, kudos to him.
Yeah,
Thank you.
1902. That's 121 years of air conditioning units in the world.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say his last name, but thank you, Willis.
It's a name, man. It's not a brand.
No, but it's a famous brand.
But it's his name.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, let's move on.
All right then. Anyway, that was today's Chat Lab English, going over air conditioning. We're going to take a song break and then we'll be right back. This was requested by Jenny Nim. Then It All Goes Away by Dayglow.
Oh, come on now. It's not always the same. You can't tell me you don't notice. Probably the same things. 'Cause I know the things that you've been talking about. And sometimes I can't ever believe what you say. Yeah, you tell me in the way I'm feeling this down. And nothing seems to change. Yeah, you tell me everything, you tell me it's fine. But there's something tells me that there's something going on here. I know the way you get that look in your eyes. And then it disappears. So then you're telling me there's something different about it. Even though we've been circling around it since forever and forever. It goes like, I know the things that you've been talking about. And sometimes I can't ever believe what you say. Yeah, it's only in the way I'm feeling this down. And nothing seems to change. Yeah, you tell me everything, you tell me it's fine. But there's something tells me that there's something going on. Yeah, I know the way you get that look in your eyes. And then nothing seems to change. 1, 2, yeah. You tell me everything, you tell me it's fine, but there's something tells me that there's something going on. Yeah, I know the way you put that look in your eyes, and then it disappears.
He's done the impossible.
What a shot!
He shoots, he scores.
Sensational! Welcome to Locker Lingo. In this segment, we'll dive into the world of sports and we'll be listening to interview clips of people from the sports world, go over what they mean and some interesting facts about the sport itself. 네, Locker Lingo에 환영합니다. 네, 스포츠 관계자의 인터뷰도 듣고 스포츠와 관련해서 유익한 정보나 표현들을 살펴보는 코너인데요. We're gonna guess what the sport is first and then guess the athlete.
Okay.
네, 먼저 무슨 스포츠인지 소리로만 한번 듣고 맞춰볼 건데요. Today's sport is considered a non-impact sport, according to the internet.
So you don't touch anyone.
그 뜻이 아니고요. It means it's a sport that puts... 그런 뜻도 있는데요. It means that it's a sport that puts less stress on your joints compared to other sports.
Oh.
네, non-impact 스포츠는 비충격 스포츠라고 약간 그 관절에 큰 부담이 없대요. That's what non-impact sport is.
Okay.
And this is the prime sport of non-impact sport.
Okay.
And depending on the style, 1 hour of this sport, you could burn between 500 to 700 calories.
Oh.
단 1시간 안에 500에서 700 칼로리를 태울 수 있는 이 스포츠는 뭘까요?
And it's non-impact.
Non-impact.
You'd think that the big calorie-burning sports would be very impactful.
그렇죠. 엄청
Powerful.
막 뛰고 막 점프도 하고 막 이럴 거
힘있게 좀.
그죠.
Yeah.
뭔가 해야 될 것 같은데요. 그건 아니고요. To give you another hint, we actually talked about this sport in our Chat Lab English segment not too long ago. 며칠 전에 이 스포츠를 Chat Lab English 세그먼트에서 다룬 적도 있고요. 유명한 미국 선수도 언급을 한번 했었습니다.
Now I think I know what it is. I remember.
We're going to listen to our first audio clip to give you more hints.
I love now with this sport. I love just before they race. 이 점프하고 시작하기 전에
네.
sounds like some dystopian police car.
저는 그 소리 들으면 저도 모르게 긴장이 돼요.
I know.
제가 선수도 아닌데
If I was on that podium, 진짜 못 하겠어요.
떨려서 그냥 멈출 것 같아요. 빵 하고 저 혼자 다 지켜볼 것 같아요.
Take your marks. Bump. Scary.
Bye, guys. Yeah. Yeah, so the sport today we'll be talking about is swimming.
Swimming.
In the first part of the audio clip, you heard take your marks. Take your marks라는 말은 이제 you have to get into the position for the race, to start the race, right? 출발하기 전 준비 자세를 갖추라는 말을 take your marks라고 하는데요. 다른 말로는 ready, set, go죠.
Yeah, sometimes they use them together. 같이 하잖아요. Take your marks, get set, go.
같이 할 뜻 있겠네요.
Yeah.
예, 그래서 take your marks는 진짜 그 말
준비하세요.
그대로예요. 준비, 자세 하세요. 이 뜻입니다.
Yeah.
And you might have heard people say on your marks or on your mark.
Oh, that's it. On your marks, get set, go.
그죠?
Yeah.
근데 여기서 marks랑 mark S 안 붙인 마크도 들어보셨을 것 같은데요. 제가 이거를 왜 다를까 하고 찾아봤더니 British English you say marks more. American English would use mark more without the S.
In America they use the singular.
But they use both. They use both depending on, I guess, the person.
Okay.
But there's no right or wrong in
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
네.
interesting. I've only heard marks.
네, 저도
I guess.
marks 많이 들어봤는데요. 마크도 사용한다고 합니다.
Cool.
So, do you guys enjoy swimming? 미역 스텔라 이님 texting in with the answer swimming. 미역 스텔라 이님, do you like swimming? Because I know some people have, they're afraid of the water. They have aquaphobia.
Aquaphobia.
They can't swim at all and if they can't see the bottom, they just can't go into the water. 그래서
물에 대한 공포증이죠.
그렇죠. 특히 바닷물 같은 경우 중에
너무 깊고 커가지고
네, 밑에가 안 보이면 무서울 수도
해파리도 있고 상어도 있고
내 발 밑에 뭐가 돌아다니는지 모르니까
Exactly.
그런 공포도 가질 수도 있죠. 충분히.
Yeah.
I personally love swimming. I love swimming. I'm not good at it, but I love swimming.
Me too. I'm not amazing, but I just feel so free, just in the sea water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just lie on my back and I kind of just like 표류해요. You know, like you just kind of like drift off.
drift
and then
off
wake up and I'm halfway
위험해요.
down the beach. No, but the thing is, the sea is always bringing you back unless you go too far out.
Unless you have that current that flushes you out.
And thankfully in Korea, if you go more than 5 meters, get back in here.
You have the lifeguards
The
watching
lifeguards
you.
are like, don't go far.
They got your back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when it comes to famous swimmers, of course, in Korea, we have Park Tae-hwan. He's very famous. He's very big. But we also dealt with another person on Chat Lab English of this name, Michael Phelps. Now, I know all the listeners know of him, but do you know how to spell his last name correctly?
I think I do because I watched the Olympics.
많이 나오죠. Don't spell it yet.
Oh, okay.
I want our listeners to try and guess the spelling.
Spell Phelps.
Yeah, Phelps 엄청 어려울 거예요. F로 시작하는지 뭘로 시작하는지 헷갈릴 수도 있잖아요.
Yeah.
So try to spell his name. We'll listen to a compilation of Michael's interviews and we'll break it down from there on.
When I was 11, I said, I want to break a world record, I want to win a gold medal, and I want to make the Olympic team. 8 years later, I was able to get it all in one bag.
I can guarantee you there was probably 100 days where I didn't want to do anything. I wanted to stay in the pool or stay in my bed and not get out. But those were the days where you have to. You have to get up and do something because I think that's really what separates the good from the great. The greats do things when they don't always want to do them.
I think the biggest thing that I've always said is never give up. And I never have, and nobody ever should. If they want something bad enough, they'll get it. They have to work for it. Yeah, it's not going to be easy. But if you want it bad enough, they'll do whatever it takes to get there. I think that's probably the easiest way to put it.
Wow.
Yeah, so great words said by a great person, right?
Yeah.
네, 11살 때부터 이 세계 기록을 갱신하고 국가 대표 선수로 금메달을 따고 싶다고 했다가 8년 뒤에 꿈을 이뤘는데요. 이 마이클 펠프스가 어떻게 보면 당연한 말들을 아주 당연하게 힘든 말들을 많이 내뱉었어요.
Yeah, I mean, you might think it's easy coming from you as well.
Yeah,
you
but
know.
he put in a lot of effort into it, obviously.
He did, exactly. He's where he is now because he followed his own advice.
그죠, 맞습니다. And some very nice expressions that he used include, I can guarantee you there was probably 100 days where I didn't want to do anything. 여기서 I can guarantee you라는 말을 많이 썼는데요.
보장해드리겠습니다.
맞아요. 그 보장이 아니고 약간 장담하는데,
그죠?
장담하는데, 장담컨대 뭐 이런 뜻이에요. 진짜 아무것도 하기 싫은 날들을 다 합치면 100일 정도 된다고 했습니다. I can guarantee you there was probably 100 days where I didn't want to do anything. 네, 그래서 여러분들 I can guarantee you all listeners right now, if you keep tuning into the show, you can learn at least one English expression.
Exactly. We can guarantee you that. And, even if you don't take 100 days off, but even if you do, it's okay. We all get burnt out at times.
맞아요.
We all suffer burnout as long as you come back and you can try hard again.
맞아요. 그 컴백이 중요한 것 같아요. Even if you do decide to take a break from this burnout, as long as you make that move again to challenge yourself again, get back on your feet, 그러면 할 수 있을 것 같습니다. 그리고 명언을 또 말하는데요. He said, but those were the days where you have to get up and do something because I think that's really what separates the good from the great.
Ooh. The good from the great.
엄청 명언이죠.
Yeah.
네, 그런 힘든 날들에도 더더욱 일어나서 뭐라도 해야 한다고 말했습니다.
그죠. 이 good from the great, 이 뭐 그냥 보통 잘하는 사람이랑 엄청 잘하는 사람의 약간 선이 있잖아요.
네.
And if you want to, 그 선을 좀 넘고 싶으면 you gotta give it your all.
그러니까요. 그러니까 마이클 펠프스 세계 안에서 딱 봤을 때는 뭐 예를 들어서 뭐 세계 선수권 대회에서 실버 메달, 골드 메달 따는 게 굿이면 The Great는 이제 올림픽에서 골드 메달 따는 거죠.
Exactly.
So for him, that was his mindset. 그 이유는 잘하는 사람과 최고인 사람을 구분하게 되니까요라고 말했습니다. I think that's really what separates the good from the great.
Yeah. Some people are content with being good, but some people want to achieve greatness, right?
Exactly. So if you want to be like Michael Phelps, if you want to be that super successful person, take heed to his advices. Even if you want to give up, you could take a break or two.
그죠.
But
일어나기 힘든 날에도 그냥 도전하시는 게 좋다고 얘기하는 거죠.
맞습니다.
There are times, even when it comes to anything, maybe going to a class, going to the gym, going to work, there are times when you don't want to do it, but then like he says, what separates the good from the great is fighting past those feelings of, I don't know, like 무력함, kind of like you don't want to do anything, and then just doing it.
Exactly, taking that one extra step. So Michael Phelps, how many medals has he won? Because he's been there's this word, most decorated athlete in Olympic history라고 하거든요.
I always laugh when I hear that expression. 장식이 잘 돼. 크리스마스 트리처럼.
He's the most decorated athlete in Olympic history라고 이런 설명이 되는데요. 메달을 엄청 많이 지니고 있다라는 뜻이잖아요. 그래서 do you guys know how many Olympic medals that he has? That he's gotten?
10, 20?
10, 20? No, he has 28.
28.
28 Olympic medals, 23 gold. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. 너무 엄청 많아요.
Yeah. The thing is, when you say most decorated, it's only really to sports people, right? 배우한테도 그런 똑같은 말을 쓰지 않죠? You don't say the most decorated actor. You say the most actor with the most awards. 상을 가장 많이 받은 배우는
그렇죠.
decorated이라고 하지 않죠.
네, 배우는 그렇게 안 들어봤고요. 저는
선수만.
스포츠 선수랑 그리고 그 군대 쪽.
Yeah. Soldiers too.
It's the medal, I think.
Yeah, decorated veteran.
Right.
Of course, yeah.
그래서 이제 메달 같은 경우, 배지 같은 경우 이런 게 붙어 있는 그런 상징을 가진 사람들은 most decorated veteran, most decorated athlete 이렇게 많이 사용합니다.
Right.
All right, so we went over some of great words said by Michael Phelps. We're going to listen to the clip one more time.
When I was 11, I said, I want to break a world record, I want to win a gold medal, and I want to make the Olympic team. 8 years later, I was able to get it all in one bag.
I can guarantee you there was probably 100 days where I didn't want to do anything. I wanted to stay in the pool or stay in my bed and not get out. But those were the days where you have to. You have to get up and do something because I think that's really what separates the good from the great. The greats do things when they don't always want to do them.
I think the biggest thing that I've always said is never give up. And I never have, and nobody ever should. If they want something bad enough, they'll get it. They have to work for it. Yeah, it's not going to be easy. But if you want it bad enough, they'll do whatever it takes to get there. I think that's probably the easiest way to put it.
Yeah, great word said by Michael Phelps. So we asked you earlier as well if you could spell his last name correctly. We had a number of messages guessing the correct spelling of his names. It is Phelps. So P helps.
Yeah.
That sounded kind of weird.
Why do you say it like that, man?
No, I didn't even think about it until I said it. So it's Phelps.
Okay, yeah. Phelps. Like photograph.
Right.
pH.
Yeah, 맞습니다.
Yeah.
pH is the pH water, right?
그죠.
네.
Yeah, when you measure like 그 성을 막 측정할 때.
네, 맞습니다.
We have 미륵 스텔라이님 saying 좀 한적한 곳에서 수영하는 건 좋은데 붐비는 수영장은 싫어요. Yeah, for real. I saw a social media post recently of a water park, the wave pool.
Yeah.
Full of people.
I actually love the wave pool, but when it's
I don't trust swimming pools.
Like many people say, when it's crowded, right? You can get hurt.
some people do a pee helps in there.
Oh, no.
Exactly. So I go in the sea. I like to swim in the sea.
Because the water's big.
The water's big.
Yeah.
It's dispersed. And 비옥셀리님, if you like to go to quiet places, I recommend 인낭 해수욕장. It's the furthest north one, but it's so quiet compared to like 해운대, 광안리, 송정에 비해서 진짜 한적하고 사람도 많이 없고. It's very nice.
I've seen pictures of you floating around
I
there.
went recently, and I really 완전 추천해요 because it's loads of space.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm glad Wheeler Carmanen got the joke as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jenny Nim also agreeing with the quote, it takes a lot of time, the talent and effort to be number one in something.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good message. So that was today's sport, all about swimming. And we heard an interview clip or few clips of Michael Phelps, one of the greatest of all time.
For real.
All right, thank you for coming, and thanks all for the interesting comments and the messages. We're not wrapping up the show anytime soon, but we'll be back at 5.
Thank you for coming, everybody. Please come again.
Please come again. We'll be back at 5, so don't go anywhere. We'll listen to Pool Party by Brave Girls.
Another summer kid.
This is how we do.
Yeah, this is how they do.
EG in the place to be. I get brave girl.
What a beautiful day. 내 옆에 네가 있고 설렐 rendezvous. We gon' have a good time. With a big smile, just happy right now. Everybody, 오늘 밤에 취하고 싶어. Good party. 오랜만에 우리만의
Some barbecue Buckethead guys like Schoolboy Q Hey DJ 지금 딱 맞는 판을 골라 spin that Music Q 모두의 입가에서 떠나지 않는 smile 빡세게 즐기고 있어 Summertime with Marlboro Dining homies by 여름 날 spending good time Brave girls
What a beautiful day. 내 옆에 네가 있고 설렐 rendezvous. We gon' have a good time. With a big smile, just happy right now. Everybody, 오늘 밤에 취하고 싶어. Good party, 오랜만에 우리만의 party. Can you feel the groove? Can you feel the groove?
부산을 한 장의 사진에 담는다면 어디로 가야 할까요? 꼬꼬마 시절 이때만큼은 세상을 내려다보며 꿈을 키웠고 용돈을 모아 산 사진기는 아직도 서랍 속에 있습니다. 시간이 흘러 키는 자라고 사진은 어디서든 찍을 수 있는 세상이 되었지만 부산의 진짜 모습을 보기 위해서는 같이 가볼 곳이 있습니다. 광복동에서 부산을 내려다보며 우리와 함께 해온 그곳. 새롭게 불을 밝힌 다이아몬드 타워와 함께 용두산 공원이 우리를 다시 찾아왔습니다. 북한과 남항, 멀리 남구와 해운대까지 부산을 한눈에 담을 수 있는 그곳. 알록달록 꽃시계와 함께 다시 시민의 품으로 돌아온 용두산 공원은 부산의 또 하나의 명소입니다. 이 캠페인은 대선공익재단과 BFM 부산영어방송이 함께합니다.
Do you want to be the star of this week's My Life, My English? Have you ever made friends abroad with your English skills? What about English getting you the opportunity of a lifetime? Tell us about your English journey.
이번 주 마이 라이프 마이 잉글리시 코너 주인공을 찾습니다. 영어로 인생의 새로운 기회를 잡았던 경험 있나요? 여러분의 영어 도전기를 들려주세요.
My Life, My English is open to anyone 20 years or older. All participants get a small payment, a souvenir, and an invitation to our Global Citizens Networking Party.
만 20세 이상 부산 시민은 누구나 참여하실 수 있는 마이 라이프 마이 잉글리시. 참가자 전원에게는 소정의 출연료와 기념품, 그리고 이번 가을에 펼쳐질 세계 시민 네트워킹 파티 우선 초대권을 드립니다.
For details, visit www.befm.or.kr.
더 넓은 세계를 향한 여러분의 도전을 응원합니다.
Beach.
Oh yeah!
Camping.
Oh yeah!
Swimming.
Oh yeah!
Summer is awesome.
Mosquitoes,
Oh no!
tropical nights,
Oh no!
food poisoning.
Oh no!
Summer is awful.
But you know, you can always prevent food poisoning.
Oh, really?
Of course. I'll tell you. Follow me, okay? First, wash your hands, utensils, and food surfaces often. Second, cook and store your food at safe temperatures and always use clean water. Third, defrost food safely. The best way to do it is in the refrigerator. Fourth, keep raw food separate from ready-to-eat food to prevent cross-contamination. Last but not least, always remember that eating safely is the best way to enjoy your meal. This campaign is brought to you by BEFM, Busan 영어방송.
The time is now 5 o'clock.
새로 배운 영어 표현은 앙 물어보고
모르는 영어 표현은 잉 물어보셔라. 교통부터 비즈니스 영어까지.
bite into new English expressions.
When somebody says, "How are you?" what do you usually say? You could say, "I'm fine," and you? But you could also say, "I'm doing great," or "I'm fantastic."
Right? It may seem easy, but sometimes you just can't think of the right expressions to say. And if you want to know what to say, all you have to do is to ask us.
That's right, because in this segment, we'll dig into one sentence per day. So don't hesitate or be afraid to ask any English expressions. 네, 궁금한 표현이 있다면 물어봐 주세요.
네, today's bite English expression is It's up to you. 너한테 달렸어. 네가 알아서 해. It's 네가 알아서 해 sounds really like well, it's giving you the option to choose. It's up to you. Like you have all the decision power.
제가 진짜 싫어하는 표현들 중 하나인 것 같아요.
그래요?
Because I have this really good we're still friends. He's a good friend. But he's very indecisive. 아주 우유부단한 사람인데
그럼 만날 때마다 it's up to you예요.
Hey, what should we do tonight? It's up to you. What should we eat? It's up to you.
욕심이 없군요.
He was so chill. It was like it's good to be chill. But 너무 털털해가지고 진짜 it's up to you 매번 it's up to you 해가지고 I don't know. I had to think of all the things to do when we hung out. 좀 힘들었어요.
You had to take on a leadership role every single time.
가끔씩 그렇게 하는 게 괜찮은데 근데 매번 그렇게 하니까 조금 피곤했어요. And you know when they say when you go on a date, they say the worst thing you can say on a date is it's up to you.
네, 그러면 뭔가 나랑 별로 뭘 잘 안 하고 싶은가? 나랑 하는 게 재미없나?
야망이 없나? You know, like no ambition, nothing. He's not gonna, or she's not gonna lead this date.
Yeah.
But there are times when it's a good expression, of course.
It is indeed.
It's up to you.
I think this expression is really good when you know what decisions you need to make. There's like decision A to make and B to make, but you don't know what to make. 그럴 때 친구가 그건 당연히 너한테 선택권이 달렸으니까 it's up to you. 이때 말하는 조언은 좋은 것 같아요.
Yeah, exactly. So similar expressions, you can say it's up to you or it's your call.
It's your call. The choice is yours to make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
네가 선택해.
Yeah, call the shots.
You call the shot. That kind of makes it seem like you're the boss. She calls the shots around here.
No, you call the
그녀는
shots.
보스야. Yeah, it's your call. You choose. It's up to you. How would you react to this question? Say me and David, both of us, we're going out to eat dinner. All right, and I'm like, you're like, Nick, what do you want to eat? Say to me.
Nick, what do you want to eat?
It's up to you.
I know it's up to me, but I'm just asking for your opinion.
Whatever. It's up to you, man. It's up to you. You decide.
I know it's up to me because I choose it every single time.
It's your call, man. It's your call. It's up to you.
Then let's go eat steak.
There you go.
Yeah.
Then you have to make a decision.
Nah.
Or you can say, I chose last time.
I chose last. It's your turn to choose.
Yeah, and then you get into a fight, and you just don't end up eating dinner.
Yeah, and then you just go home with empty stomach and feel hungry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Choose to call out another friend.
Yeah. Sometimes I do admit it. I think you have to 좀 눈치 봐요. You know, see if the other person, you can see they really want to do something, but they're not saying it. You know, it's up to you. Of course, you choose.
그죠. 망설일 때도 있죠.
부담스러울 수도 있으니까 결정하는 게. So,
yeah, another great response or a great way to respond to that is let me think about it for a second then.
Oh, response?
Yeah.
대답할 때?
It's up to you 했을 때 okay, fine. Let me think about it for a sec.
Okay.
네, 생각 좀 해볼게.
But then usually I say, I want whatever you want.
Oh, that's a good one.
내가 먹고 싶은 건 그냥 네가 먹고 싶은 거야.
아, 그럼 이제 it's up to you reverse 우노 갈래요?
Yeah. What I want is what you want.
Okay. 그럼 이제 계속 back and forth 갈 것 같아요.
I know.
네.
악순환이죠. It's just going worse and worse.
I know. 그러면 이제 한 2시간 뒤에 밥 먹겠죠.
Exactly.
네.
But still, a very good expression. It's up to you.
Yes, that was today's Bite English. It's up to you.
And something that is up to you, everybody, 여러분에게 달려 있습니다, are whether you can win prizes or not, because it's up to you to message in or not.
To win the prizes.
To win the prize. If you want to win, you got to message in, but it's up to you. The choice is yours.
Exactly. You guys don't have to, but it's up to you.
What do we got?
We've got 반반 치킨 콜라 세트, 햄버거 쿠폰, 아이스크림 교환권, 떠먹는 조각 케이크 교환권, 도넛 교환권.
그리고 놀라운 착시의 세계를 즐길 수 있는 착시 미술관 Museum of Illusion 관람 티켓도 있습니다.
네, we have chicken cola combo coupon, hamburger coupon, donut coupon, a slice of cake and ice cream coupon.
And tickets to the Museum of Illusion in Busan Cinema Center Biff Hill 해운대, where you can explore some great illusions and take a few pictures too.
네, 부산 대표 랜드마크 해운대 LCT에 위치한 하늘 위의 바다 부산 엑서스카이 전망대 입장권 1인당 2명씩 선물로 드립니다. We've got admission tickets for Busan 엑서스카이 Top Floor Observatory, which is located at LCT in Haeundae, the highest point in Busan.
And we have opera tickets for you. That's right, the Opera Tosca will be performed at the Busan Cultural Center Main Theatre on August the 26th to the 27th at 3 p.m. 네, 오페라 토스카가 여러분을 찾아옵니다. We'll randomly give away 2 tickets each to people.
That's right. We also have the concert ticket for...
It's changed.
I know. We also have the concert tickets for Big Roof Music Festival on September the 9th for all our listeners. As long as you participate, you could win one of them. 9월 9일 영화의 전당에서 열리는 뮤직 페스티벌 티켓이 준비되어 있습니다. Paul Kim, Carter Garden, Standing Egg, Nerd Connection 등 16개국 내외 팀의 멈추지 않는 공연이 이어집니다.
This concert will provide lots of different experiences musically and in a fun way through many enjoyable events. 네, 공연 티켓을 원하시는 분은 뮤직 페스티벌이라고 쓰시고 누구와 공연을 즐기고 싶은지 저희에게 카톡이나 문자로 사연을 보내주시면 됩니다. Lots of things to win. If you want to win, you know, it's up to you.
네, 맞습니다. You call the shots.
You call the shots. And we did have a message from Wheeler Carmenim saying the ball is in your court도 비슷한 의미인가요? 비슷할 때도 있는 것 같아요.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's different.
Yeah, I think the ball is on your court.
The ball's in your court. I guess it is.
Yeah, because you call the shots. It's a similar expression.
It's up to you. The ball's in your court. It seems a bit more like 좀 진지한 상황에서 많이 쓰는 것 같아요. The ball is in your court.
Ooh.
You know, like 나랑 사귈래? 하잖아. Well, the ball is in your court. 내가 고백했으니까 the ball is in your court now.
You can shoot or you can throw it away.
이제 내가 할 수 있는 게 없어서
네.
너한테 달려 있어 이제. The ball is in your court.
네, 그 공을 어떻게 할 건지 이제 너가 선택해야 돼.
Yeah, a bit more of a
Dramatic.
deep, dramatic, serious meaning.
Yeah.
Yeah, good question though.
Yeah, love it. Love these questions. 이런 질문들 바로 궁금하신 거 있으시면 물어봐 주세요. 물어봐 주세요.
Light English, blah, blah, blah. All right, so we're going to take a song break and then we will be back. This is It's Up to You by Ricky Nelson.
It's up to you because I've done everything I can. I hope that you will say that I'm your loving man. Make up your mind and do what you're gonna do. Well, you know how I feel, so I'm leaving it up to you. It's all so clear that I would give everything I own to have you near, never leave me all alone. I need your love, so darling, please be fair. Let me know where I stand, and I hope that you say you care. Well, I've laid my cards on the table, and it's oh so plain to see that I'm ready, willing, and able to love you faithfully. It's up to you. You know it's not for me to say you love me too. Oh, but I hope you feel that way. Make up your mind and do what you're gonna do. Well, you know how I feel, so I'm leaving it up to you. Make up your mind and do what you're gonna do. Well, you know how I feel, so I'm leaving it up to you. It's up to you, darling. It's up to you, baby. It's up to you, darling. It's up to you, baby. It's up to you, darling. It's up to you, baby. It's up to you.
It's time for Flash Pop Quiz. Every year, the London-based International Air Transport Association releases its annual Henley Passport Index rankings. Now, the Henley Passport Index is a global ranking of countries according to the travel freedom allowed by those countries' ordinary passports for their citizens. 일명 여권 파워라고 불리는 이 헨리 지수로 여권의 힘을 가늠해 보는데요.
한국은 총 189개 나라의 무비자 입국이 가능해서 오스트리아, 핀란드, 프랑스와 함께 세계 여권 파워 3위에 올랐습니다. Japan, which has had the top spot for the past 3 years, tied for third place with South Korea. 그렇다면 올해 헨리 지수 1위를 차지한 나라는 어디일까요? 1번 싱가포르, 2번 아르헨티나, 3번 South Africa.
네, 이번 거는 힌트를 좀 드려야 될 것 같은데요.
Yes. Okay, so number 1, Singapore. Number 2, Argentina. Number 3, South Africa. Which country was the number 1 ranked 헨리 Powerful Passport? 이 올해 헨리 지수 1위를 차지한 나라는 어디일까요? 질문이었는데요. 힌트를 드리자면
힌트를 만약에 제가 하나 조금 웃기게 드리자면
Okay, so I know what it's going to be already.
이 나라를 세 개의 단어로 브레이크다운 시키면 구멍을 노래한다예요.
It would be like 모공을 노래 부르자.
모공은 노래 부르자. You got it. You knew
I knew you were
exactly.
going to do it. 좀 뻔해가지고.
역시.
I know you too well now, man.
너무 통하네요.
Yeah.
큰일 났어요.
그죠, yeah.
그리고 한국이랑 제일 가까운 나라라고 보면 되겠죠?
Of these three, 세 개
네.
중에서.
네, 맞습니다.
It's a country that it's from what I know, and I don't know too much about it, but it's quite a new country, kind of built by like one man.
아, 맞아요. 네.
Yeah.
좀 그런 독재적인 파워가 있죠.
Yeah.
그리고 저도 이 나라를 안 가봤지만 엄청 가고 싶어는 해요. I really want to visit it because a lot of people said only good things about this country as well.
Yeah.
I really want to visit it, but one day.
One day. Anyway, what was this country? Please send us your answers to pound 9050, 샵 9050 should cost you 101 or a Kakao Talk message. We're going to take a song break and then we will be right back. This is Fly by Kix.
I just need your love, 너가 필요해. I just need your love, 너가 필요해. I just need your love, 너 하나면 돼. I just need your love, 너 하나면 돼. 네가 힘들 땐 내가 돼줄게. 네가 기대고 아직은 어색하지만 모든 건 변해가지만 날 믿어줘. 날 믿어줘. 내가 지칠 땐 네가 돼줄래. 내가 기댈 곳 아직은 어색하지만 모든 게 변해왔지만 날 지켜줘. Now we can fly high. Then we can fly high. 너와 단 우리 하늘 위로 비바람 따위는 잊어. 다만 그저 나를 믿어. 제 기억마저 지워. 이제 넌 날 손을 쥐고 따라와 날 펼치고 벗어날 복잡한 미로. 너와 나 단둘이서 Sing it out one time. 오늘만큼은 조금 위험한 액션 무비를 찍어봐. 너와 내가 오늘의 movie star. We heading on west side, heading on east side. And I'ma say it's a world tour. 너가 원하는 대로 그저 떠나면 돼. 황혼에서 새벽 방송. Then we can fly. Sure we do. Then we can fly. You know we gotta fly away. I just need your love, 너가 필요해. I just need your love so we can fly away. I just need your love, 나는 I just need your love, I just need your love, love. 내가 가끔씩은 지쳐도 옆에 네 자리만 지켜주면 돼. 일단 나쁜 일은 잊어도 It's alright, we'll be fine. Then we can fly. Then we can fly. 너와 단둘이 하는 따위는 잊어 다만 그저 나를 믿어 제 기억마저 지워 이제 넌 나의 손을 쥐고 따라와 나를 펼치고 벗어날 복잡한 미로 너와 나 단둘이서 I just need your love 너가 필요해 I just need your love so we can fly away I just need your love 나는 I just need your love I just need your love Sing it out one time 오늘만큼은 조금 위험한 액션 무비를 찍어봐 너와 내가 오늘의 movie star We headed on west side headed on east side And I'ma say it's a world tour 너가 원하는 대로 그저 떠나면 돼 황혼에서 새벽까지
긱스의 Fly 듣고 왔습니다. Welcome back everyone. The time is now 5:18 in the afternoon. You're listening to the 4 p.m. duo and we are in the middle of our flash pop quiz.
Right, we asked you what this country is that ranked first in the Henley 지수, the Henley Passport Power that ranked number 1 in the Power Index chart.
Yeah.
And we gave you 3 options. Is it number 1, Singapore, number 2, Argentina, or number 3, South Africa?
Is it Singapore or Singapore? I think it's
I think
발음은 어떻게 해요? Singapore.
Singapore. I always say Singapore.
묵음으로.
Singapore?
Singapore.
You
Singapore.
G 안 해요?
G 안 하는 것 같은데 100% 잘 확실하죠.
Oh, I always just called it Singapore.
Singapore. I always call it Singapore.
Like no G, like sing, like a singer.
Yeah.
Singapore.
Yeah. Anyway, that's not important. We'll research later. But whatever you pronounce it, the answer was this answer. Singapore.
Yes, we gave you that awful hint. If you break it down into 3 words, it is to Singapore.
Yeah, to Singapore. Yeah, 모곡 노래 부르는 거죠. Yeah, Jenny님 saying Singapore 모곡이라니 힌트 못 줘 안 달란 두 남자 웃겨요. 우리나라 여권 파워도 너무 대단하죠. Proud of it. Yeah, it is really high up. The only country that I know South Koreans can't enter is North Korea. Apart from that, it's like a very powerful passport.
그죠.
적이 많이 없다는 뜻이죠.
그죠. 어느 나라든 가서 그러니까 자유롭게는 아니지만 갈 수 있다는 거잖아요.
Yeah, exactly. With no restrictions.
Exactly.
Or at least too many restrictions.
저는 몰랐어요. 이렇게 파워풀한지. 저도 오늘 처음 알았네요.
I knew it was very high. I didn't know it was 한위.
그죠.
Yeah.
It tied with Japan, right? Wow.
I wonder why Japan went down. It used to be first.
Who knows?
Anyway, we're not here to debate that. We're here to read some messages and give some prizes.
Yes.
We've got 미역셀리님 saying 싱가포르 정말 좋아요. 가보셨어요? How is it? Is it worth going to?
Send us some pictures. I'd love to see it.
Yeah, if you still have them. Is it worth going? I want to know that.
Yeah.
I mean, of course it's worth going, but 얼마나 갈 만한 나라인지 좀 알려주세요.
네. Rated out of 10?
Yeah, that's harsh. We can't rate a country out of 10.
We won't say it, but
Yeah.
we'll just see it, right?
황우님 as well saying 일본, Singapore. Yeah, 인수님, thank you very much. Sduck님 saying the hint made it possible to answer. We're very glad.
I know. We'll try to make these 아주 안 좋은 힌트 more in the future as well. 미리님 with the right answer, Singapore, good one.
I didn't think it would be that well received.
그러니까요. 생각보다 반응이 괜찮네요.
Yeah. 아직에게 더 많이 해야겠네요.
그러니까 입꼬리가 또 올라갔어요, 저희.
싱가포르 하하 포도 먹으면서 포주 듣고 있어요. 재미있어요. 88521님. You're eating grapes. When people say they're eating grapes while doing something, I think of 옛날에 그 로마의 황제가 있잖아요. Caesar가 막
이렇게 앉아가지고 이렇게 먹는 거예요.
누워서 포도 먹기. 왕처럼.
누워서 식은 죽 먹기가 아니고 누워서 포도 먹기.
Listening to the 4 p.m. duo.
네.
Are you lying down listening in a king's pose?
네, 편하게 드시고 있나요?
Should we fan you? Wheeler Carmenim as well. 싱가포르이네요. Yeah, loads of answers. Singapore. Not a single person got it wrong.
Not a single person got it wrong.
Wow, that was actually not bad.
Not a single person. Yeah. Almost every single person got Singapore, right?
Yes.
It's kind of rhymes.
Kind of
rhymes.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Just right. Making that on the spot. Yeah. All right. Anyway, let's give some prizes away. We're going to give a hamburger set to
황후님 축하드립니다. Woohoo! Congratulations. Enjoy your hamburger set.
Enjoy it indeed, and that was today's pop quiz. But we have prizes every single day in quizzes, so don't worry if you didn't win one today. The time is now 5:52 in the afternoon. We're going to take a song break, and then Michael Garrett will be in here for Popcorn Time. Before that, let's take a song break. This is 오늘 같은 밤이면 by Tubig and Dabichi.
밖에는 또 비가 내려 잠도 오지 않는 이 밤에 텅 빈 방 안에 나 외로이 홀로 그대 생각뿐인 오늘 밤 찬바람 불어오는 날에는 그대 내게 돌아와요 벌써 나를 잊어도 날 모른대도 난 기다릴 텐데 이 밤이 다가도록 I'll be missing you 오늘 밤이 지나면 영영 잊을지 몰라 I'll be missing you 시간이 멈췄으면 그때로 돌아갔으면 이별은 그만 상처를 주는 일도 그만 한 번도 못했던 말 그대 없이 난 못 살아요 오늘 밤 그리워요 I'll be missing you 꿈속에서나 그대 만날 수 있겠지만 I'll be missing you 매일 잠에서 깨면 너의 곁에 있었으면 I'll be missing you 오늘 밤이 지나면 영영 잊을지 몰라 Lights, camera, action. Pop, 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 poppity popcorn. This fact. Pop, 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 popcorn, pop, popcorn,
Popcorn, popcorn, popcorn, popcorn. Yeah, it's time for Popcorn with Michael Garrett.
Bring the
in the
beats.
house.
Magnesium.
Magnesium, yo.
Yo, what's up? DJ
What's
Magnesium
up?
here, and I got some a special movie to talk with you about today, everybody. It's Oppenheimer Day.
Yeah, finally.
We've been waiting for this day on the edge of our seats because every week we're like 오펜하이머 안 가져왔어요.
네.
아직 개봉하지 않아가지고
한 2달 전부터 그랬던 것 같아요.
That's right.
2달 전부터.
아니 왜냐하면 뭐 지난달부터 미국에서 개봉했는데 한국에선 최근에 개봉해가지고
맞아요.
예.
그래서 저희가 일부러
좀 미뤘어요.
예, 미루고 오늘 드디어
Yes.
저희 매그니지엄님께서 이제 가져왔습니다.
That's right. And yes, I did want to start out with the release of Oppenheimer in the United States, which was on the same day as Barbie's release, July 21st, which created an internet sensation called Barbenheimer. And Barbenheimer was pretty interesting. For about a week there, it's what everybody was doing on all of these social media sites and things, making memes and commenting. The first wave of it was when it was announced that they were going to come out on the same day. The first wave was kind of, how does everybody want to watch this? And it was like Barbie first, then Oppenheimer, or the other way around.
Depends if you like dessert before your main course.
That's right.
What's the dessert? Which one's the dessert
Barbie.
then?
I would say Barbie is it's kind of fun, light, 좀 가볍고
그쵸.
달콤하고 그래서
그쵸.
후식으로 먹어야죠.
저도 똑같이 생겨요. 저는 오펜하이머를 먼저 보고 만약에
오펜하이머는
선택권이
고기,
있으면
갈비.
무거운 거 먼저 먹고 그 다음에 가볍게 호호호는 바비. 개인적으로.
그죠. 저도 그렇게 생각해요. But some people would think the opposite.
I think the only thing against that would be that you might need a little bit of time to kind of contemplate on the things you saw in Oppenheimer, and you're kind of just flushing it right away with going to Barbie.
That's true.
So you gotta watch it like the next day. Or,
오펜하이머 영화는 조금 약간 의미가 깊은 영화라서.
그쵸.
I mean, so is Barbie in many ways.
Yeah.
But still, 약간 좀 보고 나서 좀 되새길 할 시간이 좀 필요해가지고.
생각 플러스 친구들이랑 얘기를 해야 되잖아요. 그 영화에 대해서. 그런 필요.
I mean, you wouldn't see it on the same day, right? Would you?
Well, that's what people were doing. They were doing a double feature, and there would be people who were kind of displaying their tickets, taking a picture.
끝나자마자 바로 바비 보러 가는. Wow.
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. actually said that's what he wanted to do as well. There was a lot of celebrities who were going in on it and just kind of getting in on the fun of Barbenheimer. Ryan Gosling, he had a funny one because he's Ken in Barbie. So he was saying, watch Barbie, then Oppenheimer, then go back and watch Barbie again. And then he gets a double for the ticket sales for Barbie. His advice.
Yeah, that's funny.
But it wasn't without controversy either, though, because some of the images that people made, memes.
Yeah.
Some of it was some of the atom bomb imagery mixed with Barbie. And then suddenly Barbie is getting mixed with all of these images of death and destruction and the possible end of the world. And therefore, there was a lot of trouble with the release of Barbie in Japan. Because of the Barbenheimer stuff.
Of course. Yeah,
totally makes sense.
So Oppenheimer was just not going to be released there at all for obvious reasons. But then Barbie was released earlier, last week. And it was actually protested against a little bit because of some of the memes out there and the association between the two with Barbenheimer. But it was eventually actually released. And so it has had a release in Japan. And then now we finally have Oppenheimer here. And I guess if you were going to say who has won the Barbenheimer so far, if you look at the box office, we have Barbie with $1.2 billion and Oppenheimer so far $650 million, about half.
Oh, wow.
I think Barbie appeals to a much broader audience.
For sure. Kids included, not kids, but like teens and up, right?
And so many people grew up with Barbie as well.
맞아요.
Maybe some people think Oppenheimer will be a bit heavy and, I'm not interested in bombs and history. So it's understandable.
Yeah. And so what are you signing up for when you go to see Oppenheimer this week? It is in theaters right now, so you can go out and see it even tonight if you wanted to. Well, it's based on the biography American Prometheus by Kai Bird and Martin J. Sherwin, and we are going to focus on the life of the theoretical physicist J. Robert Oppenheimer. He was American, and it's going to start you off with his studies. So in the beginning, he's a university student. Then he joins the Manhattan Project, developing the atom bomb. And then it's going to take you all the way to 1954 when there was his fall from grace, so to speak, where he had some I guess, reservations on the fact that they did actually create an atom bomb in the first place. It's kind of the creator turning his back on his own work in some sense. And so some people felt it was a betrayal. And that he associated with maybe communism at the time as well, saying like, what, you're not for American military power now, all of a sudden, years later. So it goes all the way through that. And it's the character of Oppenheimer is played by Cillian Murphy. and he's getting a lot of buzz for best actor of the year for sure.
I'm glad he's getting his time in the light because he was great in Peaky Blinders.
Yes.
And stuff like that.
Yeah, and then I think the real reason you're gonna maybe go see Oppenheimer is probably the director and writer Christopher Nolan. You really are kind of guaranteed a good time when you go and see a movie directed by Nolan, and he's worked with Cillian Murphy actually many times now. He's you see these director and actor kind of combinations a lot of times. So Cillian Murphy, Christopher Nolan, a great team so far. For example, Dunkirk, also historical. We had Cillian Murphy in that one as well. But I did want to talk about sort of Christopher Nolan and his beginnings, because last week with Milsu, the Smugglers movie, we talked about the brothers Ryu Seung-wan and Ryu Seung-bum kind of coming up together as director-actor team. But Christopher Nolan actually started making movies early on with his younger brother Jonathan as a writer for the movies. And I do think that in a lot of ways, Oppenheimer is kind of a departure from the normal Christopher Nolan movie, because the first ones, early on in his career, it's kind of the concept at the center of the movie that's the most important thing. And it's always something very, very interesting and appealing. So the first one I want to talk about is Memento from 2000.
That was the only movie in my life that I finished and I watched again straight away.
Really?
영화를
As soon as it was
마치고
over.
바로 끝나자마자 제가 다시 리와인드 해가지고 다시 봤어요. 유일하게 그렇게 봤던 영화예요. Because it's a mind boggler.
Yeah.
I'm like, what just happened? 다시 봐야지. So I did that.
Yeah, it sounds appropriate when I explain to you what this movie is like. If you're not familiar with Memento, that Nick did that because the concept of this movie is that the main character played by Guy Pearce, his name is Leonard, and he has a certain kind of amnesia where he's not able to make new memories since he got hit in the head.
Right.
15분마다 기억이 사라지는 거예요.
그래서 이제 문신을 하고 다니잖아요.
예, 그죠.
I watched this when it came out long time ago, and I rewatched it 2 years ago as well. And it's a well-directed movie. It's a very interesting movie.
Yeah. And
because the reason.
Right, and so the way that Christopher Nolan decided to film it, by the way, it was based on a short story idea by his younger brother, Jonathan. That's what I'm saying, is that in the beginning they were kind of working together, concept and actual movie making. However, the way he decided to do this is he said, how about I shoot it backwards, and I actually edit it together backwards. And so we're going to start with the scene at the end, and we're going to move backwards. But he did actually both. So there's black and white and color scenes in it. They alternate. One of them is moving chronologically forward, and then the other one is moving chronologically backward in time. And that's maybe why watching it right away again.
그렇죠. 다시 보면은 이해가 더 잘 될 것 같을 거예요. 아마도.
Exactly. That's why I did it. 이 영화는 거꾸로 막 되는데요. 이 결론이 먼저 나오고 이 마무리 첫 부분에 나와가지고
섞여서 계속 나오잖아요.
그죠.
그래서 헷갈릴 수가
마지막에
있어요.
나와가지고. That's why when you watch it, like, 다시 봐야 돼, 다시 봐야 돼. 아니, why did that happen?
갑자기 왜 또 색깔이 바뀌지?
Exactly.
I reckon it's a great movie.
It is. It's good to go back and look at that. It doesn't have that kind of shiny Hollywood look to it. It's kind of grainy. But it'll be like, oh my gosh, it's not actually the first movie that he directed. It's the second one. But it'll be like, I'm seeing the origins of this great director in this as well. And by the way, do you guys, I don't know if you're, I should say, I guess maybe old enough to remember buying a DVD and having special features on it?
Oh yeah, director's commentary. And
You guys are just very young,
Blu-ray as
so
well,
I'm just checking. But one of the features.
I watched Lion King on video cassette, VHS.
Okay. Well, one of the features on the Memento was a chronological ordered. You could watch it in chronological order on the DVD.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And
interesting.
Was it as good? Do you know?
No. Oh. But just in case, just to finally see it in the right order, and you're like, and it's a lot less interesting.
So that's probably the trick to make it. He probably filmed it and thought, 좀 재미없네. 좀 섞어봐야지.
근데 반응이 대박 났잖아요.
Yeah. It was a great movie. Guy Pearce was the actor. Right?
Yeah, Guy Pearce as well. Yeah, so let's listen to a clip of that, and it'll let us know that actually the themes in Memento go on throughout Christopher Nolan's career as a filmmaker. But let's listen to the clip first. This is the character Leonard. He's just explaining to somebody on a phone in a hotel basically what he does to remember.
You say we talked before? I don't remember that. Yeah, but it's not amnesia. I remember everything up until my injury. I just can't make new memories. So I can't remember talking to you. What did we talk about? Oh, Sammy Jenkins. I guess I tell people about Sammy to help them understand. Sammy's story helps me understand my own situation. Sammy wrote himself endless amounts of notes. But he got mixed up. I have a more graceful solution to the memory problem.
Even the phone ringing in the background 뭔가 이런 사운드 이펙트 하나하나 다 너무 legendary 같아요.
Yeah,
it's really nice to listen to that.
I can't, losing, our lives are basically our memories. Without our memories, we don't have a life. And he loses his every few minutes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And like you said, he has to have to remember things. He tattoos his arm and leg and everything to remember these clues.
Right.
Yeah.
And make notes and everything, right?
Yeah.
We had one message also saying Jenny saying 저도 메멘토 최애 영화예요. It's her favorite movie.
Nice.
And she said 천재 아니냐며 계속 감탄하며 계속 보던 영화.
Yeah. For real, right?
That's actually Christopher Nolan is, Guillermo del Toro, he called him like a mathematician. Because when you watch his movies, you can actually kind of break them down and chart them and graph them. And the timing of it actually comes out and it looks beautiful. If you look online, you can see the kind of order of Memento graphed out. And
Like people doing all these analysis on it.
Yeah. And it's like one of them is the curve going up, the other one is the curve coming down, but then they intersect at a certain point and kind of mathematically beautiful. That's Christopher Nolan.
크리스토퍼 놀란 감독이 영화들을 진짜 볼 때가 있는 것 같은데요. 너무 무거워가지고, if you're looking for something light, you can't watch it. Like I haven't watched Tenet yet.
Yeah.
Because I've heard it's very confusing. 아주 이 줄거리 막 너무 복잡하다고 들어가지고 아직 못 봤어요.
근데 일단 한번 보고 난 다음에 또 나중에 한번 또 보면은 그때 이해할 수 있을 것 같아요.
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't. 전 일부러 좀 저장해두고 있어요.
I will.
Put it in my favorites.
You have to be like,
mentally ready.
정신 차려야 약간 잘 볼 수 있어요.
피곤할 때 보면 안 돼요.
Exactly.
네.
I know that feeling too. When you get home and you've done a long day of work, it's like, I'm not watching Tenet tonight.
You gotta watch Barbie. Exactly.
Yeah, so we did actually, I said that in Memento, he really established the themes that he would carry through. And we've kind of been talking about them already without actually bringing it up. But the main one is time. Manipulation of time. Because if you also go with Inception, because you talked about Tenet. In Tenet, there's things moving backwards in time. Yeah. And so, for example, there's some really cool scenes where you can, like a bullet comes back into a gun and things like that. But also, pretty much every movie you could mention, Inception is where people are going into people's like dreams, basically into their minds and trying to place an idea in there so that they can be manipulated without knowing that they are being manipulated.
Yeah.
So in that one, as when you go into somebody's mind, time slows down. And so I don't know what the exact ratio is. It's something like 1,000 to 1 or something. And then they keep going down and down into other people's minds in there to other levels. And so on the bottom level, it's like 50 years is like 10 minutes on the top level. Yeah. And so in the movie, they're constantly kind of coming back into one level, going down and losing time and gaining it and these kinds of things.
An incredible concept that was made. It's definitely one of his probably most famous movies, Inception.
Yeah.
I think my personal Memento is up there. I think my favorite was The Prestige.
Yeah.
The Prestige, The Magicians.
Right.
Oh, it's the twist and it's so good.
This one is like, don't say a single thing about the plot, right? Because you don't want to ruin it for.
I haven't watched it.
The Prestige 못 보셨으면 진짜 추천합니다. 강추입니다.
Yeah.
It's just think of it as two magicians dueling and trying to one-up each other. It's really good.
Yeah, it's so fun. And then I did actually want to mention that there's an interesting thing happening with Christopher Nolan that's a little bit of a scandal online right now, not like in a bad way, but he worked with Hans Zimmer, the composer, film score composer for many of his films. And then for Tenet and this film, Oppenheimer, he didn't work with him. And it was like this pairing of a director and a composer that is pretty much unmatched in filmmaking right now. And so a lot of people are saying, like, why is this happening? Why did they? It's like a breakup online. And they're saying that maybe he was, Hans Zimmer was working on Dune at the time. And so he said, I can't work on Tenet. And Christopher Nolan kind of took that
personally.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, you're not going to do, okay. Then maybe moving forward, maybe I don't call you up. So those are all just rumors, not confirmed. But I can tell you that Hans Zimmer has not worked on the last two Christopher Nolan films. However, they have been the best together. I have a couple clips here from Inception and Interstellar of just award-winning, absolutely crazy good, scores for movies. Probably like some of the best top 10 of all time. So this one is from Inception.
Yeah.
Goosebumps.
Yeah, 소름 돋았어요.
Yeah. So that one was from Inception. It was actually titled Time, but it just was from the movie Inception. And then this next one is from Interstellar.
Yeah, Hans Zimmer is just a legendary composer. Makes them such amazing. He's John Williams level, kind of for sure. I mean, John Williams maybe makes the more iconic ones from our childhood, but Hans Zimmer is
for sure.
legend.
And this soundtrack, we just heard. Actually, I heard it in many other media forms. I think they use these these scores as soundtracks.
Yeah, and then as soon as you hear it, it kind of takes you back to the things you saw also. Because when I hear that, I just see Matthew McConaughey's face as he's watching like a video of his daughter and just kind of emotional with it. And it just brings that right back. So that was the main theme from Interstellar.
Brilliant. Thank you for bringing us, all a bit about Nolan, the legendary director. And if you haven't seen Oppenheimer, now is your chance because it's in movie theaters. So definitely going to check this out. Thank you, Michael, and we look forward to next week as well.
Yeah, I do as well, and I'll be seeing Oppenheimer for sure this weekend, so I can report to you guys next week as well.
I'll definitely try Barbenheimer myself as well.
Yeah, a little Barbie chaser would be nice.
All right, see you later, man.
All right, see ya.
We're going to take a song break. This is Oscar by PH1.
Every good day start with a good yawn. 잠을 푹 잤더니 시간은 2샷. 밖에 나가 준비하지 너를 만나러. 너와 sipping하는 커피는 너무 달아. 넌 당부했지 오해하지 마. 사귈 마음 없어 절대 고백하지 마. And it cut my heart open. Yeah, put me in a coffin. 그 맑은 동심 부서진 존심. 침착하라 relax. Hollywood 웃음 짓네. 하하하 laugh like it's funny. 오스카를 원해 아카데미 원해. 긴장하는 듯이 영화 배우처럼 제스처는 금지. 하하하 laugh like it's funny. 오스카를 원해 아카데미 원해. 네가 원하는 모든 역다 완벽하게 소화해낼게. I'll be the one. 아무한테 안 보였던 내 모습 다 너 원하는 건 I'll be the one. Oh 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 잠깐만이야. Oh no oh 잠깐 wake me up. Oh 길을 물으러 하는 건 아니야 사실은 머리에 있어서. Oh oh 오늘 시간이 생겨. Oh oh 서른 내게 와줘. 에이마도 시커먼 일로 와. Okay, 너를 데리러 갈게. 너는 어디야? Oh baby, gonna call me up. Olé, 너는 매니어. Oh my god. 너는 너를 사랑해, girl. 나한테 와서 많은 생각들이 내 머리를 스칠 때마다는 한 가지 비밀은 나는 바로 oh my god, oh my god. 사실 그게 I think I love you so. 네가 원하는 모든 역다 완벽하게 소화해낼게. I'll be the one. 아무한테 안 보였던 내 모습 다 너 원하는 건 I'll be the one. I'll be the one to give you the best of me. Baby girl, just leave it up to me. Yeah, you know that I'm the one to be, yeah. I'll be the one to give you the best of me. Baby girl, just leave it up to me. Yeah, you know that I'm the one to be, yeah. 내게 필요한 여기 돼줄게. Whenever you need someone. 예상치 못한 큰 감동을 줄게. Whenever you need someone. I'll be the one. 네가 원하는 모든 역다 완벽하게
The last English dose.
It ain't over till it's over. Now, before wrapping up the show, we would like to let you know one more useful English expression.
There are lots of situations in the world, and we'll pick the most interesting situations and take the time to share one expression through short conversations of that particular situation.
What kind of situation should we move on to today?
우리 아들 왔죠? 우리 아들 엄마 빼고 휴가 다녀오더니 얼굴이 좋아졌네. 엄마 안 보고 싶었죠? 휴가는 재밌었고?
엄마 빼고 여자친구랑 가서 서운했던 거예요? 뭐 나쁘지는 않죠. 늦잠도 자고 수영장 근처에서 책도 읽고 그랬죠. 여기 사진 보여줄게요. 이거 좀 보세요.
우와, 우리 아들 실물도 잘생겼지만 사진이 엄청 멋지게 나왔네. 아이고, 엄마도 가고 싶은데. 우리 아들은 재밌었겠네. 그래, 엄마라면 이제 집에 절대 안 오고 싶었을 것 같은데 부럽네.
그죠 엄마. 그래서 마지막 날은 올 때 너무 아쉬웠다니까요. 또 가야지. 열심히 일하고 또 휴가 가야지. 여자친구랑.
안돼. 나쁘지 않네. 나쁘지 않아. 이 표현은 영어로 어떻게 표현할 수 있을까요?
오늘은 지금은 요즘 세상에라는 말을 영어로 표현하는지 알아보겠습니다.
나쁘지 않다라고요.
나쁘지 않다, sorry. 나쁘지 않다. 영어로는 오늘의 상황이 어떻게 표현될지 한번 들어보시죠.
How was your vacation?
Not too shabby. I slept in, mostly stayed by the pool, and read books. Here, take a look at the pictures.
That looks incredible. I would never leave this place.
Yeah, I felt really sad on the last day.
Let's listen to it one more time. How was your vacation?
Not too shabby. I slept in, mostly stayed by the pool, and read books. Here, take a look at the pictures.
That looks incredible. I would never leave this place.
Yeah, I felt really sad on the last day.
Thank you, Daniel and Stephanie, for lending us your voices for today's last English dose. And the expression was not too shabby. 나쁘지 않다라는 뜻이에요. I actually use this word a lot, this phrase a lot.
A lot?
저 엄청 많이 쓰는 편이거든요.
저는 써서 저는 한 번씩 써요.
근데 영국에서는 약간 어떤 것을 좋아할 때 막 너무 좋았다 이렇게 표현하지 않고요. 원래 나쁘지 않았다. 좀 쿨하게 표현하는 편이라서
It's alright 이런 느낌이죠.
It's alright이라고 많이 하고 not too shabby. You know,
It's not bad.
조금 내 감정을 좀 억제해가지고 표현하는 편이에요.
그렇게 되면은 약간 상대방을 기대감을 좀 낮추고 그 사람이 갔을 때 생각보다 진짜 좋은데?
그럴 수도 있죠.
이런 걸 유도하려고 하는 것도 있죠.
저는 중립적인 태도를 취하는 게 좋아요. Anyway, first sentence. How was your vacation? How was your vacation? 아주 간단한 질문이죠. 휴가 어땠어? How was your vacation?
네, 그러자 not too shabby, 나쁘지 않았어 라고 했습니다. 오늘의 표현이죠. Last English Dose 표현은 not too shabby, 나쁘지 않았다. I slept in은 여기서 늦잠 자다입니다. I slept in, to sleep in. Mostly stayed by the pool, 주로 수영장 근처에 있었고 and read books, 책을 읽었다. 그리고 here, take a look at the pictures. 사진 찍은 것 좀 봐. 이렇게 공유해주면서 자랑을 하죠. Not too shabby 하면서 자랑하네요.
Not too shabby, 이거 좀 봐봐. Not too shabby는 이 shabby라는 말은 이 무슨 뜻이냐면 이 원래 약간 shabby old cottage.
네, 좀
이 허름하고 오래된 집 오두막. It's shabby, it's old. 좀 많이 달았어요.
이런 느낌 있죠.
이 뭐 페인트가 다 벗겨진 약간 그런 모습인데 shabby라고 해요. 그래서 not too shabby라고 할 때는 좀 겸손하게 나쁘지 않았다. 좀 꽤 좋았어. 라는 뜻이에요. 그러자 after the sentences that looks incredible. That looks good 보다 incredible이라고 하는 게 훨씬 더 감정을 뭐 표현하는 거죠. 너무 멋지다. That looks incredible. It's funny because B 사람이 좀 겸손한 편이고 A 사람이 너무 약간 과장해서 말하는 편인 것
엄청
같아요.
energetic 넘치는 사람이죠.
Not too shabby versus incredible.
Right.
Yeah. That looks incredible. 너무 멋지다. I would never leave this place. 나라면 여기 절대 안 떠날 것 같아.
네. And actually, you explained it as well. That looks good이라는 말은 사실 I don't think I would say 칭찬으로 that looks good 이렇게 말을 안 할 것 같아요.
영혼 없는 것 같아요.
네, 영혼 없고 진짜 굿이 아닌 느낌이잖아요.
Yeah.
차라리 that looks awesome, that looks incredible 이런 표현이 더 친근하게 더 많이 사용하는 것 같아요.
That looks great. That looks
Right.
incredible. Yeah.
That looks good 하면은 뭔가
That looks good.
뭔가
정말
그거 뭐죠?
그런가요?
sarcasm 같아요.
Yeah.
sarcastic.
Yeah.
마지막으로 yeah, I felt really sad on the last day. Not too shabby 해놓고 나중에는 I felt really sad on the last day라고 했네요.
Yeah. Yeah.
네, 이제 맞아 마지막에 너무 슬펐어라고 했습니다.
You should say I felt a little sad on the last day.
Yeah.
You know, 톤 좀 맞추게.
그렇죠. Not too shabby라고 했으니까
Yeah.
그 말을 맞추기 위해서 you know, I felt a little sad last day.
But you know, whatever, life goes on. 쿨하게.
네, 쿨하게 잊고 move on 해야죠.
Yeah, 맞습니다. And that was today's last English dose. Not too shabby. 나쁘지 않다라는 뜻입니다. 인류의 충전소님, welcome to the show, saying 영국 영화에서는 brilliant이라고 많이 쓰시는 것 같더라고요. 미국에서는 잘 들어본 적 없는 단어인 것 같아요. Yeah, 저는 개인적으로 brilliant이라고 많이 하는 것 같아요. Like, brilliant. Usually, when somebody tells a joke, and I like, brilliant, that was good. 재밌었다.
I think I heard people say brilliant to almost everything. Like that was a brilliant idea, or
Yeah,
brilliant,
yeah.
like 무슨 맛도 엄청 wow, brilliant.
Brilliant.
brilliant을 진짜 많이 사용하는 것 같더라고요. 영국에서는 그죠?
Yeah, I guess they are. Yeah, brilliant. I never really thought about it, but not so much as like, wow, 대박, amazing. It's just like, 좋아요.
아 그냥 평범하게 아주 common하게 사용한다는 거죠.
Brilliant. Love it. You, even when someone 누구 나한테 막 욕했어요, like in a 농담식으로 욕했어요. Oh, Nick, you're blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Well done. 재밌다.
Sarcastic.
Yeah. 비꼬아서 말해요. Brilliant. Well done.
네. Oh well, today's last English dose was not too shabby. Hopefully, our explanations weren't too shabby.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, hopefully not.
And I hope the day wasn't too shabby. It's been great. I'm gonna be honest. It was great.
It was,
Yeah.
and hopefully the weather stays that way. But I heard some unfortunate news that tomorrow might be raining.
Don't curse the day.
Knock on wood.
Knock on wood. We'll see tomorrow as we wrap things up. Come join us tomorrow 4 or 5 p.m. The 4 p.m. duo was produced by Joy Ji and written by Hong Kyung-hwa. Been your host for today, Nick.
And David at the 4 p.m. duo. Today's last song is Yacht by Park Jae-bum. See you later, alligator.
Everybody have a wonderful evening.
선명한 바닷가에 빠지고 싶어 요트 살게 올라타 파도가 느껴져 물 위로로 떠나자 딴건 필요 없어 수영복도 챙겨와 Baby let's fall in love I'll be like yo